Clear your schedule for the next weekend.
What's going on? Why are you saying that out of nowhere? I've told you before that I have work next weekend, right?
I don't care. Mom and I plan a trip, so obviously you're coming too.
What? Seriously? You decided this without even talking to me?
And do I need to ask? Your work doesn't matter. A family trip takes priority.
A family trip. I've told you multiple times that I have work scheduled.
Our plans are more important than your schedule.
This is so unfair. If you'd at least checked with me beforehand, I might have been able to adjust.
There's no need for adjustments. You just need to take the time off work.
I can't just take time off that easily. I have responsibilities.
I don't care. Mom's looking forward to this, so don't even think about saying no.
Even if she is, ignoring my schedule isn't right.
You're paying for the whole trip. You've got money, don't you?
Excuse me? Why should I cover all the costs?
You're the one managing the household budget. Besides, Mom's expecting it.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to manage our finances? We're barely scraping by with living expenses. I don't have that kind of extra money.
Stop whining about money. Are you trying to embarrass Mom?
Are you even listening to me? You're dumping all the plans and costs on me, and you think that's okay?
Of course it's okay. It's your job as my wife to handle everything.
My job as the wife? That's just an excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's only natural for you to give your all for Mom and me.
Stop dragging me around with your selfish logic.
It's not logic. I'm busy, so it's normal for you to handle all the arrangements and payments.
Well, I'm busy too. It's not fair to dump everything on me alone.
That's why I'm telling you, it's a wife's job. Don't let Mom down.
Family shouldn't be like this.
Because we're family, you should meet our expectations. If you can't, you don't deserve to be part of this family.
I have some amazing news. I'm sure it's the kind of news that'll make you jump for joy.
Huh? What is it?
Do you want to hear it?
What is it? Just spit it out.
I'm pregnant. After trying for over 5 years without giving up, this is such wonderful news. I'm only 7 weeks along, but the heartbeat was clearly confirmed. I'm going to take good care of this baby as it grows inside me. I'll be 45 when I give birth, and honestly, I'm a little nervous, but I'll do my best.
Ugh, how gross. The thought of an old, past her prime woman giving birth to trash is enough to make me sick. Ugh, what a nightmare.
Wait, what? How can you say something like that? Have you thought about how much your words can affect others?
So you're saying you still haven't given up on having kids? Honestly, I'm shocked at how obsessive you are.
We've been going through fertility treatments together this whole time. I thought you wanted this too.
I only went along with it because you cry about wanting a kid. I never actually thought you'd get pregnant. Give me a break.
No way. Am I the only one who was after this dream?
Do you even understand the risks of having a baby at your age? This isn't just your problem.
Even if it costs my life, I'm giving birth to this child. I've already made up my mind.
That's not what I mean. I'm talking about the kid, not you. There's no guarantee the baby will ever turn out normal.
No matter what kind of child it is, I'll take full responsibility and raise them with everything I've got. That's what being a parent is all about.
Do you really think you can get by with such naive idealism? Reality isn't that easy. All that's waiting for you is hardship.
You don't know that yet, and I'm prepared to face all of those hardships.
You've researched the risks of having a baby at your age, right? The chances of having a child with disabilities shoot up.
I know that, but even so, I can't imagine giving up on this life because of it.
My family comes from a distinguished lineage. What are you going to do if someone like you, an old pregnant woman, brings shame to us with a disgraceful child?
How can you say something like that? Stop insulting the baby any further.
It's the truth. I won't stand to be the subject of people's stares and gossip.
It's not even confirmed that there's a problem yet.
And what if a weird kid is born? What then?
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop speaking about the baby like that.
I'm thinking ahead, but you're too short-sighted and optimistic. It's frustrating.
I just want to bring this life into the world. That's all. Everyone takes risks.
I'm talking about probabilities, but I guess a high school graduate like you wouldn't understand.
If that's how you feel, we shouldn't have even tried for the baby.
I never thought for a second that you'd actually get pregnant.
Then why did we try so hard every month on my ovulation days?
That was nothing more than a bodily function. I did it because I felt like it, nothing else.
That's horrible. I can't believe this.
Let me ask you one thing. Are you seriously planning to have this baby?
Of course I am.
Then we're getting a divorce.
Wait, why does it have to come to that?
If you don't want to separate, terminate the pregnancy. If you do, I'll let you stay here as a housekeeper.
No way! I'm having this baby no matter what.
I won't pay child support. If you're fine with that, do whatever you want.
Wait, let's talk this through properly.
There's nothing left to talk about.
This is your child. Don't you want to meet them?
I don't. Don't contact me after it's born, got it? The baby's probably about to be born by now, right? Or maybe it's already here? When was the due date again?
It's been a while, hasn't it? The baby was born 4 days ago.
Why didn't you tell me? I'm the father, you know?
You're the one who said not to contact you. That's why I didn't report anything.
Is the baby healthy? Are there any issues?
So far, no abnormalities. He gave a strong first cry when he was born.
What about disabilities? Have you checked for any congenital issues?
We don't know yet. That's not something you can determine right away. It takes time.
What's the gender?
A boy.
Well done. I can't believe you actually pulled it off.
What? What's with the sudden praise? I don't get it.
Mom's been nagging me forever to have a boy. Now she won't have anything to complain about. But still, I can't take him in until I'm sure there's no disability. Anyway, I'll get back to you later.
Wait a second. What do you mean by take him in?
If he's a healthy boy, it's obvious he'll be raised in my family. The child I have with my current wife is a girl, and Mom's been disappointed. We need a boy.
What? I can't understand any of this. Wait, is that the reason you contacted me?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I got remarried.
I see. Wait a second. Doesn't the timing seem off? We divorced 8 months ago, right? If she got pregnant after that, the baby wouldn't be born yet.
It was a preterm birth.
Even so, isn't it too soon to already have a child after a divorce?
What does it matter? We've been divorced for a while now. You have no right to be mad about it.
If the timing overlapped, then you were cheating, weren't you?
It's called risk management.
What do you mean?
Mom kept saying younger women have a higher chance of having healthy kids.
What?
Her favorite saying is, the more fields you plant season, the better.
You're calling women fields?
She's old-fashioned. What can you do?
After your mom found out I couldn't conceive, she stopped talking to me. She only sees women as tools for producing heirs.
But if this baby is healthy, Mom will be thrilled.
No way. I'm never handing him over.
But be reasonable. Don't you think it's better for him to grow up with the wealth and opportunities my family can offer, rather than living a poor life with someone like you who has nothing to offer?
I'll figure out the money. I won't let my child suffer.
Huh. It's easy to say that, but statistics show that 1 in 2 single-parent households ends up in poverty. If this child has no abilities, I'll be in touch.
Are you serious? Thinking it over calmly, I realize you're right. I don't want my stubborn pride to take away my child's opportunities.
When will you know if the baby has any disabilities?
It's hard to say. Sometimes it's clear when they can hold their head up, or it might not be until they start speaking. Maybe a year later.
I see. Well, fine. If I don't have a son by then, I'll take him.
Alright, but if this child does have a disability, I won't contact you. I don't want to be hurt by your hateful words anymore.
Fair enough. That works for me. So if you contact me, it means he's healthy. If you don't, it means he's not.
Alright, goodbye.
Got it. It's you, right? My ex-wife who got pregnant at 45 and then was dumped by me. You've aged so much, I almost didn't recognize you. I think you look even older now.
What the hell?
I came to this wedding and saw some familiar old ladies, so I was shocked.
Oh, you're here. Well, I guess we do have mutual friends.
I recognized you right away. The old lady vibe is off the charts with you.
I didn't even notice you. Where are you sitting?
Somewhere in the middle. Look, I'm waving.
Oh, there you are.
That kid in the wheelchair sitting next to you, is that the one from back then?
Oh, yeah.
I bet someone like you, an old hag, wouldn't even be able to have kids. Oh, thank goodness I got out of that marriage.
So I guess your daughter must be around 3 years old by now. I heard she was born around the same time.
No, I'm not with her anymore. I've got a new woman now, and we have a 1-year-old daughter together.
Wow. You sure move on quickly, building one family after another.
But still, I just can't seem to have a son. Mom's expectations are crushing me. If your kid had turned out to be healthy, I wouldn't have to keep looking for a new wife.
Well, good luck with that. That's none of my business anymore.
By the way, I heard your kid can't even walk. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right. Rehabilitation takes time, but he's making progress little by little.
What about talking? Can't he speak yet?
To some extent, yes. He's communicating well at his own pace.
Wow, what a mess. Figures though, since you're the one who gave birth to him. No wonder he's defective.
You're still as nasty as ever. Can't you talk with even a little compassion?
You know, I used to think my own daughter was adorable. But it looks like I'm getting divorced again next month.
What? Another divorce? Why this time?
Mom's been nagging me to find the next wife. It's getting exhausting.
You are unbelievable. Still completely under your mom's thumb, huh? Have you ever thought about what you actually want in life?
Well, if I'm going to do this, I'd rather find a cute young woman. But it's not easy to meet someone like that.
You're 48 now. You can't afford to be so picky.
I can't help but curse the fate of being born into a wealthy family.
Sounds tough.
But still better than you raising that defective kid.
I guess so.
Huh? You're acting weird.
What do you mean?
Before, whenever I said something about your kid, you'd get all worked up and argue back. But now, no matter what I say, you're just calmly accepting it. It's not like you.
Oh, that's not true. I'm just accepting reality.
You're not hiding the fact that he's actually doing fine, are you?
No.
I don't know. It's possible you're lying, scared we might try to take him away.
You saw him in the wheelchair, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true.
Stop overthinking things and focus on creating your own heir.
I'm getting older and having kids isn't as easy as it used to be.
Oh, you'll be fine. I'm praying you can give your mom the heir she's always wanted. I couldn't do it after all.
Thanks. After 3 years, it's nice we can talk like this without resentment.
Yeah.
Well, see ya. Hey, it's been a while. What are you up to right now?
What?
I said, what are you doing right now?
I was shopping. Why?
I just saw you and your kid at the mall.
Yeah, we were.
I could tell right away. It reeked of old lady smell.
How rude.
By the way, wasn't your kid in a wheelchair at the wedding? I just saw him walking like it was nothing.
Oh, he worked really hard at rehab.
I see. Well, prove it.
What?
A diagnosis, of course. Proof that he has a disability.
I don't have anything like that.
Well, that can't be true. I've looked into it. If he's officially diagnosed, you should be getting some kind of support. So there has to be some diagnosis.
Why are you suddenly bringing this up? We ended things 5 years ago.
Mom's pressuring me again. She keeps saying I need to have a son. It's like every wife I've been with just takes off with the kid.
That has nothing to do with me anymore.
What if you lied about him having a disability?
Why would I lie about something so ridiculous?
Well, I don't know. Maybe because you're scared we take him away. Pretending to raise a disabled child isn't out of the question.
Oh, please, just stay out of our lives. Go find yourself another young wife and have your heir.
I'm tired of it all. Chasing women, starting over, making kids. If there's an heir right in front of me, why not just take him? It's easier.
Oh, absolutely not. My son is not an object. I will never hand him over.
Then we'll take this to court. I'll fight for custody.
What? After all this time? You're the one who abandoned us.
Do you think a woman with no money like you has a chance against my wealthy family?
In America, custody almost always goes to the mother.
Oh, don't underestimate me. My family has the resources to hire the best lawyers. Mom would spend any amount for a grandson to inherit the family name.
Please stop. I want my child to have a free and happy life.
What's freer than a life where income just flows in from land and real estate while doing nothing?
You can enjoy that life yourself.
Hold on. You just gave yourself away.
What are you talking about?
A child with a disability can't have a free life, right?
That's not true.
No, now I'm sure of it. The kid's fine. You've been hiding it and keeping him away from me. How low can you get?
That's not true.
If Mom gets serious, this will get messy. If you've got the time and money to fight in court, resist all you want.
Please, stop. I just want to live peacefully with my son.
Keeping my excellent genes all to yourself? What a selfish villain you are. I won't forgive you for this. Just wait and see.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Huh? Don't play dumb, you filthy thief. Is this Ruby? I was surprised to hear from you so suddenly. What's going on? Show some respect to your ex-mother-in-law. Oh, I'm sorry. You should be referring to me as Miss Jones. You are as annoying as ever. I see. So, what's the reason for this call? I heard you've been hiding my grandson, the boy who's supposed to carry on the family name. How dare you pull such a sneaky stunt, taking away our precious heir and keeping him from us for 5 years? This is practically a crime. You'd better be ready to face the consequences. That's not true. This is my child, the one I risked my life to bring into the world. And besides, Isaiah and I divorced long ago. We've been living separate lives ever since. The only reason Isaiah agreed to the divorce so easily was because he believed you'd given birth to a child with a disability. Back then, he abandoned me and the baby in my womb without even trying to understand the truth. For the past 5 years, I've given birth and raised my child completely on my own without relying on anyone. Trying to take him away just because you want an heir is selfish and absolutely unforgivable. I don't care what you say. That child is my grandson and the rightful heir to our family. I'll get him back no matter what. I won't let you. It's my responsibility to protect my son. I'm bringing a lawyer with me now. Give me your address. No. I have no reason to comply with such an unreasonable request. I need your address to file a lawsuit. Give it a rest and stop resisting. I will never tell you. It's to protect our safety. You met Isaiah at the wedding last year, didn't you? Yes, we happened to meet again at the wedding, but what about it? I'll ask the bride from that wedding for your address. If I give her about $20,000, she'll probably tell me. You'd go that far? People are easily swayed by money. Not me. Fine then, I'll offer $2 million. What? If you return my grandson, I'll pay you $2 million. It's not a bad deal, is it? Stop joking. No matter how much money you offer, my answer is no. You're just a poor single mother struggling to get by, aren't you? With $2 million, you could travel, go to spas, do whatever you want. As long as I have my son, I don't need any luxury like that. Oh, trying to act tough, huh? Go ahead and take it to court if you like. You think a mother automatically gets custody, don't you? But according to our lawyer, it seems we have the upper hand. You sure about this? That's impossible. I have a stable job and I'm not letting my child suffer in any way. But who knows how things could change depending on what your neighbors might say. What do you mean by that? If we get testimony about your child crying all the time or you yelling at him, that would be the end of it. That's ridiculous. Can you really say that for sure? Wait, are you planning to bribe my neighbors too? Oh, don't be silly. I never said anything like that. You people are the type who is stooped to that level. How rude. I'm starting to wonder if a mother this delusional can really raise my grandson properly. Didn't Isaiah remarry a younger woman? Sure, the first child might have been a girl, but the next one could be a boy, right? I'm turning 77 soon. By the time a new grandson born next year reaches adulthood, I'll be 97. Wouldn't it be more efficient to educate the 5-year-old grandson already here to take over the family name? Your circumstances don't matter to me, but I'm not handing over my son. Actually, I can't hand him over. And your circumstances mean nothing to me. I'm a woman of my word. I'll do whatever it takes to protect this family. And I'll do whatever it takes to protect my child. Well then, do your best. This is getting exciting. Goodbye.
Hey, got a minute? Must be tough, huh?
What?
You don't have to hide it. You must be busy dealing with the police, right?
Dealing with what?
Isn't it exhausting, getting reported by your neighbors and all?
Not really.
But don't push yourself. Nobody's ever escaped once they made Mom their enemy. Just hand over the boy quietly.
You really don't know anything, do you? Well, I guess it's not your fault. I never told you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We're not in America anymore.
What?
Liam and I have moved to England.
Liam? You mean my son?
That's right.
Skipping off to another country feels pretty weak. You can't just pack up and leave to dodge the trial, right? That's not how it works.
It's not like that. We've been planning this from the start.
What?
When Liam started elementary school, the plan was for him to attend school in England.
Why go all the way there?
As he was growing up, there were so many times I noticed he was clearly different from other kids. Even his preschool teachers recognized it. When I consulted a university professor I know, he mentioned that living in America would be tough for Liam and suggested it might be smarter for him to study overseas.
So, he's a genius?
Well, maybe. He's been called gifted, though. He'll dive into things he loves or excels at, but there's still a lot he can't do.
Like what?
He struggles with social relationships. He can't really play well with other kids. Liam wants to talk about space, but his preschool friends just wants to play tag or something.
Oh, I see.
And he has trouble controlling his emotions. There's so much information in his head that he doesn't know how to prioritize what to process first. Public schools in America emphasize discipline and conformity, which are tough for Liam.
So he's a genius, but also a weirdo?
Oh, don't phrase it like that.
So which is it? Is he disabled?
If that's what you think, then fine.
Well, I'll let Mom decide, but for now, I'll take him.
Excuse me?
I mean, come on. I love to brag. My son's a genius.
He's not your accessory.
Living in England must cost a lot. I'll give you as much money as you need, so let me call myself his father.
You don't need to worry about money. In America, there are foundations that support children like Liam, and they cover the expenses.
That's impressive. But he still needs pocket money, right? I'll send you my photo. Show it to him every day.
I showed him once, but he said he doesn't want to meet you.
What?
He's my biological father, just a being whose DNA matches mine. That's what he said.
What the hell is that? What a bratty thing to say.
Kids understand these things. They know if their parents really love them.
If he's a decent kid, I'd give him all the love in the world.
What are you talking about? You're the one who threw out your child just because she was a girl.
That was because of Mom.
You're 50 now, right? How long are you going to let your mom control your life?
Well, I don't have a choice. If I get on her bad side, I won't see a single cent of the inheritance.
It's sad that even as family, you're constantly trying to outmaneuver each other and can't say how you really feel.
That's the kind of family I was born into. It's not my fault.
I will never let myself or my son become like you and your mother. Even without a father, I'll do everything I can to make Liam feel happy.
Let me meet him once.
Tell him to call me when he's ready to discuss supermassive black holes. That's what Liam said.
What the hell is that? That makes no sense.
His ideas are so complex that I'm struggling to keep up myself.
I can't imagine living with someone like that. I think I'll talk to Mom for some advice.
Jesus Christ, what a useless wife you turned out to be. What kind of woman are you? You gave birth to such a troublesome child. A genius weirdo, huh? What are you talking about? He's sweet, adorable, and my greatest treasure. And this is why having kids at an old age results in nothing good. Whether Liam is remarkable or not will be judged by the geniuses of the world, not by someone like you who's only capable of counting money in the countryside. How dare you! Just because your kid got a little attention, you think you're all that? Oh, don't forget, you're just an ordinary person. Stop deluding yourself. I'm confident now because I no longer have to live in fear of you or your family. Excuse me? Honestly, I was ready to take this to court. I didn't think I'd lose. What I was truly afraid of was that you, with only one functioning screw left in your heads, would just take Liam away without any warning. We'd never resort to anything criminal like that. Are you sure about that? With you, I have no idea what you're capable of. That's why I've raised Liam without taking my eyes off him for even a moment until now. If he's that smart, why not let him decide for himself? Surely playing with toys every day as the heir of a wealthy family is more fun than learning about something like space. Sorry, but my child doesn't play with toys. Even if you give him a toy car, he'll immediately take it apart to understand how it works. Oh, how creepy. Rather than keeping a child like that around, wouldn't it be better to dote on the cute little granddaughter you already have? Girls just get married off and that's the end of it. Useless. Considering Isaiah's age, now's the time to act. Hand over that boy.
Were you even listening? I've told you over and over, I'm not handing him over.
You tricked us into thinking he was disabled and separated him from his father. Isaiah said he was his child in a wheelchair at the wedding. You even made your child act out a lie. Now who's the real villain here?
That wasn't an act. He was genuinely injured. He fell off a slide at the park and broke a bone.
Lies.
You can check with the hospital if you don't believe me.
But you didn't outright deny it.
Of course I didn't. I'm not stupid enough to reveal my hand to the enemy.
Oh, enough of this. Come back to America and return my grandson immediately. If he's such a genius, he'll eventually invent something amazing and make loads of money. I'll ensure he gets the best education.
I refuse. This means the family line will end with Isaiah. His generation will be the last.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. This family has a rich history dating back to the 12th century. I'll do everything I can to keep it going.
That's quite a noble statement. Are you sure you can back it up?
What do you mean?
I heard that most of your farmland and forest land has been sold off due to falling prices.
What?
What's left are a few rundown multi-tenant buildings and some small apartments, isn't it?
Who told you that?
Not knowing what you might do, I did some digging as a countermeasure.
That's misinformation. Don't go spreading it around.
It's not hard to imagine that after your husband's passing, you squandered the family assets.
Stop making baseless accusations.
Were you planning to use Liam's intellect to make a quick fortune? Neither I nor Liam will cooperate with you in any way.
You insolent woman! Do you even know who I am?
A pair of pretentious, greedy people who can only build relationships through money and power. You're just a country granny, aren't you?
After letting you take care of me for over 8 years, that's what you have to say to me?
Isaiah treated me poorly. You only ever said, have a son. The only reason I was able to endure it all was because when it came to fertility treatments, you and your son spared no expense.
What? I can't believe what you're saying right now. I wanted a child, no matter what, so I could raise him as our heir.
So you were willing to do anything to make that dream come true?
Because you took that child away, my entire life plan fell apart.
But don't you think it's wrong for me to be sacrificed for your dream?
You're still a thief. I want you to pay back every penny we spent on fertility treatments.
Gladly. If that settles your complaints, then that's the best outcome, isn't it?
Wait, are you serious? I thought you'd put up more of a fight.
Did you think I say that's impossible? I can't pay it? Give up on the idea that you can control me as you please from now on. This will be the last time I ever speak with you. Goodbye.
Wait! That child is Isaiah's son, too. You don't have the right to keep him all to yourself.
You kicked me out as a high-risk pregnant woman and didn't even pay a single cent in child support.
We'll go ahead and sort out the old child support payments. That'll let us claim any of those so-called rights.
Feel free to try. However, I'll be waiting for you in an England court. That's if you can afford the travel expenses and a top-notch lawyer.
I can't believe the day has come when you'd mock me like this. Unbelievable.
I have an important meeting now, so I'll excuse myself.
What's that? Another one of your weird jobs?
No, it's an interview at the Oxford. A little different, wouldn't you say?
What? I've heard of that name before.
I'm sorry for wasting your time with money-related discussions. But just so you know, it's impossible for you to ever take us back. Please, take care of yourself.
Wait, don't think I'll give up just because of this.
Whatever you say is pointless. My future with my son has nothing to do with you anymore. Several years have passed. Whenever I hear about how Isaiah and Ruby ended up, I feel a small sense of relief. Isaiah still hasn't remarried and apparently goes around telling people I'm only interested in young women. But in reality, those young women say his age and personality are both a disaster, and no one gives him the time of day. What was once a fortune has vanished due to reckless spending and failed investments. Now, he reportedly lives a modest life in an old apartment. As for his mother, Ruby, it seems dedicating her entire life to her son has completely backfired. Isaiah blames all of his failures on her, saying, "It's your fault for pressuring me about having an heir." In turn, she snaps back. "It's because you didn't try hard enough that the family line ends." Their relationship has crumbled to the point of being irreparable.
I've heard she's been asking other family members to let her meet her grandchildren, but apparently no one pays her any attention. In the end, both of them lost their money and family, left to suffer the consequences of their greed and arrogance. Meanwhile, Liam is happily learning every day, carving out his own future at his own pace. Every time I see him grow and learn, I feel deeply grateful that I chose to protect him. I'll never forget that these happy days are the result of those painful decisions I made back then, and I'll continue to support him with all my heart. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.